Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. Please ignore my washing in the background. It often lives in front of my bookshelves, which is where you currently are. So today I'm filming a sort out my shelves with me. I've just filmed a haul which will already be up on my channel, which is the 26 most recent books I've bought. And you know, it's great that the Works does cheap books, but it does not mean I have shelf space. I'm not reading fast enough to turn over my bookshelves. So I do need to have a bit of a sort around. Let me show you what we're working with today.
So we have a stack of books here from a video that I've also just filmed. This is my fourth video today. I have some of the haul here, some of the haul here. I also have, this is my Becca's Bookopoly-thon board as well, which I really need to figure out where I'm going to put that. And the issue that I have is that, well, I run out of shelf space. I have a pile of books that's like in the living room, but this pile of books needs to go somewhere. And this is like at least one shelf full of books. So I think what I need to do is move this stuff that's on the bottom shelf somewhere else. Not 100% sure where all of that's going to go, to be honest. I'm kind of looking around my space to see if I can think of anywhere. So I'm going to relocate those, and then I'm going to move these fantasies down a shelf and then figure out what I'm going to do. I love my rainbow shelves, so I don't really want to get rid of that. But this shelf, maybe I could make this like middle grade. I have quite a lot of middle grade now, like middle grade and YA maybe, and then have these as the like romance bookshelves. That would probably be a good shout. That's probably what I'm going to do. But yeah, I've got some stuff to figure out, and I thought that I would film and just put on my phone, put on some YouTube, just have a time lapse going, and we'll see how I get on. I'll check in with you when I'm done. think we are there. So we have that I didn't touch, my graphic novels. Then I have my 2 hardback middle grades because I moved them around a lot, but they've just ended up back here. We've got 2 of the Spy Family mangas, my Murder Mysteries and Evelyn Hugo. That kind of looks a little bit random now that I'm looking at it through the camera, but whatever. We are where we are. Then I still have the 2 rainbow shelves of romances. I tried to mix up the colours a bit more because what I'd done last time was had a sort of like paler colours and then darker colours on the second one. But I just think it looks maybe nicer having them mixed up like this, but I don't know. Let me know what you think, particularly if you watched my last video, whether you feel it looked better the way it was before or if it doesn't. I would love to hear from you because I'm not really sure. Kind of looking at it now, the colours don't quite, you know, I'm trying to ideally get it so that the colours like sort of in the like vaguely line up, and like Love Hypothesis is just not, it's not quite working in line with that shelf, but I think it looks okay for now. Then we have my new middle grade and YA shelf. So this is all my middle grade and YA apart from the Midnighters and Nevermore. So that's why they then moved up there, because while I was doing these shelves, I realised that I had missed off 2 of the YAs. So they have moved to this shelf. I've still tried to go for the rainbow. I'm really not very good at the rainbow, like, because then it goes from like pink to black. And I just, like, for some reason, I love rainbow shelves, but I think I either don't understand the rainbow or maybe my books do not like go in the ideal order. I don't know, but it's still roughly in rainbow and that's fine. And then the bottom shelf is mostly the same in that I have my foiled fantasy novels. So I have more fantasies next door, but these are my sort of foil fantasies. The others are kind of more like some series or non-foil ones. But I have added Babel and Daughter of the Moon Goddess as like bookends there. To sort of just put them somewhere, because before they were like leaning on top of the books, and so I thought actually they can just kind of go there as like bookends. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. I don't think it's perfect, particularly given that Get a Life Chloe Brown, which is like my one white book on the shelves right now, is at the opposite end of Babel and With a Wart. But oh well, it is where it is for now. I think this is a relatively good rainbow. I'm happy with it. At least the main thing, honestly, is that they're not on my shelf anymore. And as you saw, I did do some sorting out of my work desk as well, just kind of moving the stuff that was on the bottom shelf here. I mean, I do still need to figure out where some of it is going to go. So yeah, I have that job next, but I decided to just finish off this video before I do that because that's not particularly interesting. But I did move some stuff around. I need to take some bits upstairs and figure out where they're going to go. So it's not perfect, still got a little bit of work to do, but I think my shelves are looking good. I'm really pleased to have the bottom shelf in use now. Like, it was a bit odd it being like non-books. So I am actually glad to have the whole thing as books. But realistically, this is how many books I can fit on shelves. Like, I could stack them on the top, but I like the top as it is. So this is how many books, in theory, I should own. So I need to figure out how I'm going to stop hauling books, because we still have sort of 3 piles else around the house. So that's for 2023, Kat, to think about. But I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would massively appreciate a like. And if you have kind of anything you want to comment down below, I would also love to hear from you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would do that. In the description, I will have a link to my Instagram and my Goodreads, and I will also have a link to my planning YouTube channel as well, in case you want to check out my content over there. But otherwise, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!